let's go talk to some of our classmates. I don't know why I'm getting encoding errors on Trails of Cold Steel, but I apologize if the recording ends up being slightly laggy. I've been messing with my recording software, and so far this is the best that I've gotten it. So yeah, I apologize if it's a little choppy. I'm doing my best to try and fix it, but I don't quite know what's going on with it. Let's see if I can sort things out with Machias. Who is it? It's me, Rean. Hey, are you free right now? I'd like to discuss something with you. I'm studying at the moment. Can you save it for tomorrow? Sure. I'll come back then. I really do want to apologize to him, but he doesn't seem to want to give me the chance. Gaius is not in his room. This is Eustace's room, I believe. Are you free at the moment, Eustace? What do you want? I just wanted to say thanks for this afternoon. I assume you mean the incident with High Arms? I explicitly remember stating that I wasn't trying to help you. Maybe so, but I still wanted to thank you. I'm not really used to handling situations like that. I mean, I'm a noble, but I've never really spent much time with other members of nobility. Eustace? It seems as though neither one of us is an ordinary noble, but your problems have nothing to do with me. Don't expect my assistance next time. Neither one of us. I guess he's got some issues of his own then. I haven't actually seen very many of Eustace's little events, so I'm looking forward to being able to do that this time. Elliot is not in his room either. Okay. Let's go check on the girls. Oh, she's not here? I wonder where she went. Good question. Where is Fee? I think I can barge into Elisa's room. What's wrong, Elisa?
Oh, hey, Rean. It's nothing serious, don't worry.
Well, if you insist. But now that I'm here, it's really easy to tell this is your room, Elisa. It's so organized and neat. It really fits the high-class image of yours.
Don't make fun of me like that. Sometimes I can't tell if he's clueless or he's actually caught on.
Sorry. Did I say something that upset you?
No, it's nothing.
Good evening, Rean. Hey there, Laura. Ah, I like how you've got your room set up. It's pretty relaxing. It's probably because we've both grown up immersed in the way of the sword. My room at home has more or less the same feel, too. I should have expected as much. I see you've been practicing your swings tonight, too. Of course. It helps my dinner settle. Sword practice is usually my go-to for clearing my mind, so it's an ideal way to wind down the day. For some reason, I had this impression that you were one of those people who never got caught in stray thoughts. Even I have things I brood over now and then. I've noticed that you've been putting a lot of extra effort into your training lately. May we both continue to strive towards improving ourselves. I couldn't have said it better than myself.
Someone's here. Seems like it. I'll be right there. Hello, Rean. Is something the matter?
Not really. I just came by for a chat. Is Fee with you? I thought I heard her voice a moment ago.
He is. I promised I'd help her study after we finished dinner. He's currently doing some exercises I prepared for her this afternoon.
I never expected to hear that.
She's actually a very hard worker. Would you like to join us?
Nah, it's all right. I'd rather not distract you two. It sounds like hard work, so good luck.
Thank you. Have a good free day tomorrow.
That just leaves Miss Teacher. Ah, she is in her room. That is a lot of papers.
Oh, I wasn't expecting to see you here. Didn't peg you for the type to sneak into a lady's room in the middle of the night. Maybe I had you figured wrong.
I wouldn't exactly call it sneaking. I'm kind of surprised, though. You're actually not drinking.
Not that I wouldn't like a drink right now, to be honest, but I've got some work I need to finish up before I forget. Okay, yeah, I give up. Give me a beer from the case over there, will ya?
You ever think maybe there's actually something not quite right about a teacher bringing her beer into the dorms?
Come on now, beer's the fuel that keeps my fires burning. I'll even let you have a can or two for yourself. It's okay, if anyone asks, I have no idea where you got it.
I think I'll pass. By the way, instructor, you know a guy named Crow, right? He's a second-year student. Oh, and Angelica, too.
Oh, so you met them already, have you? I've had my fair share of good times with them since I became an instructor. But then again, who hasn't?
Ah, so you do know them.
Well, at the very least, I hope you can steer clear of their influence. You wouldn't want to take after them any more than you'd want to take after me.
You say that, and yet you're our homeroom teacher.
I wouldn't exactly call Angelica and Crow the finest role models. They do know how to take good care of the first years, though. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to look them up if you ever need help with something.
All right, that's it for talking to everybody. So I guess I'm going to go to bed, and then we'll get started on the free day. The free day is going to take a while because, as you may have noticed from the previous free day, I do have all social points unlocked, which means we will be doing all of the events. So we can see everybody's storyline. So this could be a very long recording. I'm trying not to do two-parters anymore, but I can't make any promises. Yay, free day. Book delivery. Substitute teacher. I think I actually have to look up the answers to that one because that one's gonna require me to like teach the kids properly. And I don't want to teach them wrong because I want the maximum amount of AP points so I can get the best rewards. That's Class 7. To continue their investigation of the Old Schoolhouse where they left off last month, I hope you'll be able to shed further light into the secrets of these walls. May begin when you see fit, but make sure you're completely prepared. The Old Schoolhouse request is the same deal as last month. I've still got the key, so I can go whenever I'm ready. But there's no telling how long it's going to take, so I should finish everything else up first. Alright, let's get started. First things first, social events. Okay, so I've got Crow and Emma and Sara. Yep, that's what I thought. Machias is not available. And Gaius, okay. Not very many. Anybody in the dorms? Oh, Sarah's in the dorms. Let's go talk to Sara first, since she's right here. Well, if it isn't the Rean Bean machine, dutifully roaming the campus as usual. I feel like I'm wasting my breath pointing this out, but you do know it's the middle of the day, right? You got a problem with me spending my afternoon drinking? It's my room and my beer. I'm not seeing a problem here. Looks like she's already plastered. Knowing her, she's probably ready to leap into action if anything serious were to come up, though. This might be a good chance to ask her about some things I normally couldn't. Yes! Hey, don't just stand there like you've got nothing to do. You're a student, so come and keep me company. I don't see how that has any relation to me being a student. Oh well, I guess this is as good a chance as any. I'm gonna go get myself something to drink. Oh, be a dear and snag me some snacks while you're out, would you? Fine. Looks like you've been working pretty hard for the student council. That's what I like to see. Building up experience and making memories is exactly what youth is all about. I don't want to hear it. Not from the person who pushed me into it in the first place anyway. Especially since I've had a lot on my mind lately regardless. So is this about Machias, huh? Was it that obvious? Well, you don't exactly have a poker face. Have you figured out a way to make up with him yet? I wish. If I'd been completely honest with him to begin with, none of this would have happened, so it's all my fault. But I remember when I had some simple youthful worries. That's one way to brush me off. Well, the way I see it, your best bet is just to focus on helping out the student council today. Helping other people out with their own worries helps you develop as a person and figure out how to take care of your own. Really? Of course! You need to take each and every request seriously and not just see them as boxes on a checklist. Listening carefully to what a client says and figuring out what they really want from that is a key part of the job. After all, people tend not to say what's really on their mind. You gotta listen for it. Hey, what's with that look? I'm just surprised you gave such helpful, on-point reply. Can I ask what you did before you became an instructor? Well... let's just put it this way. I've got a lot of experience. More than enough to give you youngins helpful advice whenever you need it. That would be a bit more credible if you weren't completely drunk. Lucid enough to dodge the question, though. Either way, I'm your homeroom teacher. I'll always be here to help out if you really need me. For now, though, just focus on what you've got to do. Suppose you're right. Well, it's not every day she gives good advice. I might as well take it while I can and focus on helping the student council. That's the stuff! I can take her advice, right? Yo, so we meet again. Enjoying a little tea and peace and quiet today, Crow?
Nah, I'm just waiting around for an appointment. But they're sure taking their sweet time. Way to keep a guy hanging.
I get the feeling you've done the same thing at least a couple times.
Oh ho! Feeling cheeky today, are we? Can't really deny it, though.
I wonder who he's waiting for. It doesn't seem like a girl. At least, I don't think. Mind if I join you, Crow?
Sure thing. And hey, once they get here, maybe you can even join in. Yo, kept you waiting, huh? Speak of the devil. Sorry we're late. We ended up getting a bit distracted.
This isn't what I was expecting.
I'll let you off the hook this time. Better not let it happen again, though. I know. But what are we messing around for? Let's start already.
Is that Blade?
Oh, what? You can play? I've been telling everyone who will listen about it. Even handed a deck over to old Mitch to spread the love.
Though it was Crow's deck that Mitch gave me.
All right, take that. Oh, and you're in for it now. Don't give up, Kay.
This is nice to see. Didn't think you had it in you to look out for someone else. Maybe you're not so bad after all.
You flatter me. Want to join in? Bet starts at 3.
You can't seriously be making children gamble.
I mean, it depends on what your definition of gamble is. We're just playing for candy.
Wait, how does that make it okay? But it's still kind of sad you're betting against kids. Aren't you technically an adult now?
Whoa there, slow down a little. Age is all relative in a clash of spirits like this. Take this, bolt! Right into my trap. Eat this, mirror! Aw, man, are you serious? You did it, Kay. Piece of cake. Thanks, Crow. I don't even know what we're gonna do with all these sweets. Dang it! That's the last one you're gonna get out of me.
Looks like Crow's the only one losing anything here. I guess I could play a few rounds. Is it gonna make me play? Oh, okay. No, it's not gonna actually make me play.
Dang, I'm almost out of sweets to bet. Yo, Rean, you wanna lend me some? I'll give you twice as many back, I swear.
Yeah, not happening.
Cheapskate.
Ah, there's Emma. Maybe I have done this one.
Oh, hello, Rean. I see you're working hard, as always.
Hey there, Emma. You know, I see you in this bookstore pretty often. What brings you here today?
Well, today I'm searching for study materials. I'm hoping to find some that'll help Fee with her classwork.
Ah, so that's it. Have you come across anything good yet?
Not quite. I've been struggling to find something that would make it easy for her to understand. But, on my honor as a class president, I'm going to keep looking until I find something.
I do owe her one after she cheered me up yesterday. Maybe I can help her out. How about I help you out then?
Are you sure? Thank you so much for offering. Okay, to get started, would you mind searching over there?
Got it.
Unsurprisingly, most of the books here are targeted at people with high levels of education. Fee isn't quite there, though, so I need something a bit simpler for her.
It's really considerate that you use so much of your free time to help her. But isn't this cutting into your own studies?
It's not a big deal, really. I got into the academy on a scholarship, so I want to return the favor by doing all I can to help other students out. Class 7 is an especially small class, too, so helping each other just seems like a natural thing to do.
That kind of thinking is why you're our class president.
You don't have to flatter me.
It's not flattery, it's honesty. For what it's worth, Vi's been paying a lot more attention in class since you two started studying together, too.
I've noticed that. It's good to see. Hopefully, I can teach her how to get excited about learning new things before our midterms start.
That would definitely be a big step for her. Hearing that makes me really want to find her the right book.
You and me both.
Oh, what about that book over there? That might work.
This one?
Haha! Whoopsies! Little close contact there, eh? Oops. I'm sorry about that.
Likewise.
Ah, Emma. Emma's so adorable. Emma's like the girl next door. I love her. What's Eustace doing? Are you planning on spending your day today running around the campus on more of the student council's errands? You're a strange one, to say the least. You say that, but maybe you'd like to join me? I'm afraid I'll have to decline. At any rate, if being an errand boy is your thing, at least do it with the competence befitting a noble. Will do. So, Gaius is... That is not Gaius. I think that's Dorothy? I think that's her name? There's Gaius. Ah. What's Lillian? Or what's Lind? Excuse me, not Lillian. Lind. What's she doing?
Be careful. Approaching Clara when she's like that is asking for trouble. Annoy her enough and she'll start chasing you with her chisel. Don't ask me how I know.
Is that so, huh? Now is not the time. I'm trying to hear this statue's voice. I can almost hear it. Don't make a sound! Oh, hello, Rean. Sorry, did I interrupt you? Nah, it's alright. Clara instructed me to do some lessons, so I've been spending the day working on those. I feel a bit tired after finishing a couple of them, though, so I'm just about to take a break for now. Haha, sounds like you've been working hard, at least. Kinda want to see what he's like when he's drawing. Would it be okay if I stayed a while and watched you, Gaius? Fine by me. If you got any good advice, I'm all ears, too. I don't know if it's the first thing about art, but... Wow, that's quite the elaborate drawing. Compliments like that make me feel like I'm improving. But don't hold back if you have any criticisms to make. Got it. Even though I think it looks pretty great already. You used to draw back home, right? Yeah, I taught myself painting landscapes and, well, mostly landscapes. But Clara, the head of the club, wasn't too thrilled to hear that. How so? According to her, I draw purely by feel, without even the most basic artistic techniques. She told me to take what I see and make it my own. So, I've been doing rough sketches like this since last month. In fact, I just finished my 100th sketch. That's a lot. I don't know if I'd have the patience to sit down and do that many sketches. Isn't it kind of a pain? It's not that bad. It helps that Clara's words resonated with me. That's what I'm doing with my time in the Empire, after all. I'm taking what I see and making it my own. Now seems like a good time to ask, where are you from? I suppose I never did mention it, did I? I'm from the Nord Highlands, to the north of the Empire. Hold on! That's where Emperor Dreikel's raised his army. All this time we were learning about Nord in class, and you're from there. Well, you know. I do plan on telling the rest of the class eventually. Come to think of it, I don't know why Gaius came to Thors in the first place. Hopefully I'll get the chance to ask him sometime. Is something wrong? No, sorry, just spacing out. I'd really like to see your painting when it's done. If it turns into a painting worth seeing, I'll be sure to show you. Haha! Now that was worth leveling up. Alright, so I've completed both of the little side quests. I realize that perhaps because of some of the lore elements, I probably should have voice acted and included them in the episode, but it's a little late now. It's not necessary to understand what's going on. It just helps flesh the lore out a little bit. So if you ever play this game, I strongly recommend going through all the side quests, looking up a guide in order to find all the proper answers, and, you know, just learning about the history of this world, because it's fascinating. But we've got one more quest to do, and that is the Old Schoolhouse. Like before, I'm probably not going to show everything. I'm just going to go straight to the end, and we'll see the boss fight and any conversations, and that's as far as it'll go, because the Old Schoolhouse can take a while. And as of right now in this recording, it's already almost an hour long for this recording, and I'll be condensing it obviously considerably, but still. I've got the old key, so I can start exploring the underground ruins whenever I'm ready. But there's no telling what I'm going to find in here, so I better finish all my other tasks first. Is there anything else I still needed to do? There was not. I already saw and did everything. Entering this place doesn't get any less scary, no matter how many times I do it. Time to try calling anyone up that I can count on as backup. We're gonna do Laura. Oh, I guess I can. I guess I do everybody. Okay. Excellent. Why is Gaius level 13? Nah, it doesn't matter. We're all using max level gear right now. It's been about a month already, huh? I'm still kind of scared, but we can't just leave this place locked and pretend that nothing weird's going on in here. Yeah, especially with the principal himself asking us to keep exploring it. We'll just have to take things nice and slow. And I'm counting on you guys for backup. Understood. I wish to do everything I can to assist in the name of Class 7. Even if more friends were to appear, I'll relish the chance to test my mettle against them. I feel a lot safer with you around, Laura. I've heard stories about this place, but quite honestly, I'm having a tough time believing them. A building that changes its layout all on its own seems, well, kind of impossible. I imagine the only way to truly believe it is to see it with your own eyes. As soon as we step through that door, you'll be left with no option but to accept that this place is not as it seems. Yeah, I think you're in for quite a surprise. Come on, let's go. What the? What's going on?
This really is completely different from the last time we were here. What's that pedestal-like structure over there?
I mean, we don't know either. This wasn't here last month. None of this was.
Yeah, I don't remember it either. The staircase leading down to the ruins is completely gone too.
Instructor Sara said she was going to investigate the ruins here in her spare time as well. But she didn't mention anything about this. Maybe someone sneaked inside and did this? No. It's too large scale a change to have been done in such a short period of time. The explanation seems to be that the ruins have changed their layout on their own. Again.
You can't be serious!
This truly is a fascinating place. Well, standing around here isn't going to get us anywhere. Let's go and get a closer look at that pedestal.
Well, it's definitely a device of some sort. If I were to guess, I'd say it's something similar to an elevator that you find in a mine shaft. That's what it looks like anyway.
An elevator, huh? I wonder if that means we can use it to go deeper underground.
It's worth a shot. Let's see. There we go. We can use this to descend to one floor down. There appears to be other floors beyond that too, but access to anything lower is locked out.
Which means the area we explored last month would be the first floor, I suppose. I didn't realize these ruins went further down than that.
My head is starting to spin.
If the rest of the floors are locked, that seems to suggest someone is trying to stop us, or anyone from getting down to them. But who would do that, and why?
I have no idea, but the proof is right here. All the other floors are off limits. There's no model number or date anywhere either, which suggests this elevator was built at the same time as the building itself, back in the Middle Ages.
You're surprisingly well informed on technology, Elisa. It's not often that girls develop such interest in machinery.
I don't know that much. It's all just pretty low-level stuff. Plenty of other people could tell you the same thing, I'm sure. So, what are we gonna do? Do you want to try using the elevator and go down to the second floor?
Yeah, I think we should. Though we have no idea what we're going to find down there, so we need to be very careful. Make sure you're well and truly prepared for anything.
Second floor. Everybody else, I guess.
Man, none of this was here last month, was it?
It's kind of eerie.
That door sure looks like the one we saw last time, though. And that means we can probably expect more monsters behind it.
Excellent. I'm itching to test my skills against them.
We should be careful in here. Monsters may end up being the least of our worries. True, but the 5 of us shouldn't have any problems making good use of combat links, at least. You ready to get started?
Of course! Let's head in.
Okay, so I've already cleared the dungeon. Just for brevity's sake.
Yay, we're at the end!
Yes, Elliot, we are. For brevity's sake, I chose not to actually show it because, you know, it would have taken a while. But yeah, I've leveled up a couple of times. I am at the dungeon's end. Am I able to modify? Yes. Alright, so let's go wreck whatever boss happens to pop up here. Come at me, bro!
That one sure put up a fight. Indeed, I suspect it considered this entire floor its domain. Still, it was nothing we couldn't handle. Perhaps that means this floor is ours now. Yeah, we seem to have finally gotten the hang of these combat links and everything. But it doesn't look like there's anything left for us to find here. The path does appear to dead end with this room. There doesn't even seem to have been any valuables in here that thing could have been guarding.
Yeah.
What's wrong? You look like you're lost in thought. Did you sense something?
No, I was just thinking about last month. This is exactly the same as what happened then. A new area opens up, we reach the end of it, we fight a powerful enemy, and then we hit a dead end. The situation is identical.
Now that you mention it, that is suspicious.
Every path has to reach its end somewhere. It's probably nothing more than a coincidence. You might be right. It just strikes me as odd, as all. Either way, we've explored all we can for now. So come on, let's head back outside.
Whew! That was way more exhausting than I expected. Yeah, the monsters down there were a lot stronger than the ones we fought last month.
That elevator is the biggest conundrum, though. Where could it possibly have come from? We should report our findings to the principal right away. Instructor Sara, too.
Yes, that seems like the wisest course of action.
Cute kitty. So this month, there suddenly appears an elevator allowing access to a floor even deeper below the surface. Honestly, how many more surprises does that old schoolhouse hold?
There was nothing like that during my inspection last week, I can say that much. Why can't I be the one to find all the cool stuff?
There seems to be a number of floors that go even deeper underground, too. But only the first two were accessible.
That's another mystery. I tried to find some means of unlocking the elevator so we could get access to the other floors, but it just wouldn't budge. If that's not the end to it, I wonder how far down it goes.
In the decades I've been here at this academy, this is the first I've heard of any additional floors whatsoever. Up until last month, the floor we used for your orienteering exercise was all we've ever known.
Though what we've explored today doesn't even exist until last week. And easy access to this area presented itself in the form of a convenient elevator, no less. I'd heard of many of the ruins of the Dark Ages were fraught with mysteries, but this is almost inconceivable.
Well, something must have caused the new areas to show themselves, but I don't have the slightest idea as to what that something could be. You wouldn't happen to have any ideas, would you, sir? Let me think. Perhaps it may have something to do with Emperor Drykles.
Drykles the Lionheart?
The very same. Emperor Drykles left strict instructions regarding that building, which have been passed down from principal to principal ever since. He proclaimed that that old schoolhouse was to be preserved until the promised day arrives.
The promised day? What does that mean?
That I couldn't say. though some have speculated it ties back to the War of the Lions 250 years ago, and to Dreikel's companion, the brave Saint Sandlot.
St. Leon Sandon?
The Lance Maiden. If Emperor Dreikel's words did concern the War of the Lions, it does stand to reason that she'd be connected. She and her Eisenritter fought valiantly at his side throughout the conflict. Valiantly enough to be regarded as a saint by the Septian Church. I imagine few in Erebonia don't at least know the name. Her name is celebrated even in my hometown, and I'm about as far out of the Empire as you can get.
There's no shortage of legends and mysteries surrounding her life, and her death for that matter. But how in the world would she be connected to the Old Schoolhouse?
Well, I'm not certain she is. But when I think about the alterations that have begun to occur inside the building, and of Dreikel's words, I find it difficult to believe that there is no connection. It just strikes me as more than mere coincidence.
I guess that's as good a theory as any. But what does the Promised Day refer to? Well, with so little information, we could speculate all night, and I doubt we'd get closer to the legitimate answer. We'll just have to keep searching the ruins and see what we find.
You performed admirably, Class VII. I truly appreciate all of your efforts, and I'm terribly sorry to keep you here for so long.
Not at all. I'm just happy we could be of some help.
If we discover anything else, we'll let you know at once, sir. Excellent. Feel free to prioritize other tasks as you see fit, however. You're not my personal assistants, after all. Thanks for your help, everyone.
Think nothing of it. Honestly, I want to solve the mysteries of that place as much as you do at this point.
I feel the same, and fighting the monsters within serves as excellent training. I would be more than happy to accompany you again should the opportunity arise.
Yeah, it's not right for you to have to do all the hard work, Rean. That goes for all the other requests that you do on free days too. My help's just a call away if you ever need it.
Thanks. I'll be sure to take you up on that. I'll see you back at the dormitory. Take care. Oh, I forgot. I've got one more bonding point. Or two more bonding points. I guess I'm not done yet. Okay, so we got Eustace and we got Fee. Excellent. Oh, it's you. Hey there, Eustace. I've noticed I see you here pretty often. I guess that means you're a pretty avid reader, huh? I wouldn't put it like that exactly. There's not much else to do, so I came here to pass the time. Oh. I don't really get a chance like this too often. Should I hang out with him? Would you mind if I joined you? You needn't ask for my permission. You can do as you please. Well then, I hope you don't mind my company. What is it that you're reading anyway? It's a book on the many legends that were told throughout the Empire. There's certainly no shortage of those, is there? I've heard stories about witches, spirits, and even vampires. Hold on. Are you into those kind of stories, Eustace? These are merely a means to a fuller knowledge of the Empire. Though I can't deny that they make for interesting reads. I see. Maybe I should take a look at some of them sometime.
Hey, look over there! That boy's from one of the four great houses, right? House Alborea? So he is! He fits the noble archetype to a T, doesn't he? You don't suppose he's friends with that guy next to him, do you? I was guessing that he was. You gotta wonder what kind of people a big name like that would hang out with. Oh, it's almost time. We gotta get back to the dorms. Hey, wait up!
So that's what it's like to be famous. This is a daily occurrence. You're a noble yourself. The same would happen to you if you ever acted like one. Fair point. Maybe I could stand to learn a lesson or two from you. One cannot escape their nobility. As such, it should be worn with pride. What? Someone told me that when I was a child. Don't listen to the likes of Regnitz. Eustace. That's the end of this book. I'm going to get another. Was he just trying to cheer me up? Thanks, Eustace. Perhaps I shouldn't have spoken. As a noble, you should look after yourself.
What are you doing, Fee? Not much. Looking for somewhere to nap, I guess?
You guess?
I can never tell what she's thinking. Maybe I should talk to her a bit more. Try to get to know her.
Would you mind if I stuck around here?
Go ahead. It's all yours. See you later.
I meant stuck around with you so we could talk for a while.
Okay.
So, are you always here this time of day?
Sometimes. Unless I'm napping somewhere else.
Yeah, I do see you napping a lot. So, do you, like naps?
They're okay. What else is there to do during school hours?
Oh, come on, don't be ridiculous. There are plenty of things to do here, and you won't even get to do some of them when you're older.
For example?
There's studying, joining clubs, hanging out with your friends, all sorts of stuff.
I'm in a club. The gardening club, actually.
Whoa, when did you join that? I have to admit, I'm pretty surprised. What sort of things are you growing?
Nothing.
Right. Well, if you do end up growing something, I'd love to see it.
Sure. You act like you're my dad or something. You get a kick out of being involved in other people's business?
Well, I don't know about that. This is the way I act with my sister, so I guess that's it. I'm sorry if I upset you or anything. I'll try to be less nosy in the future.
Either way, I don't exactly hate it.
Huh.
I've got to get to the gardening club.
Wait, now? Seriously?
We're allowed to stop by whenever we want. See ya.
Hey, the stairs are the other... Fee?
Hup.
Fee! Is she all right? Jumping down from here without even a scratch isn't that just athletic? It's almost inhuman. Where did she learn to do that? All right, now I think what are these two doing in the gymnasium? Oh, there they are. Thanks for helping me investigate the old schoolhouse, you two.
No thanks necessary. It was a good learning experience.
My training demands that I am able to adapt to strange new environments, after all.
You're right about the strange part. It's like that building was designed to make weird things happen.
I'm just glad that none of what we've faced has gotten out yet. Scary thing is that we can't say for sure it'll always be that way, so we really need to keep investigating. Agreed. Don't hesitate to call me whenever you need my blade.
It's a little late to back out now, so same goes for me.
Thanks. You'll be the first people I call when it comes up.
I really don't get why Ferris has to be so belligerent all the time. We're first years in the same club, so why can't I get along with her?
You could say I'm in a similar situation with Monica. Things have become challenging since I started coaching her. What a shame that it's not as simple to get along with people outside of Class 7.
Wouldn't it be nice if the old schoolhouse was the only thing we had to worry about?
Is that a bell?
Oh, it's the cat.
My, haven't you got lovely fur? Who's your master, I wonder?
Meow.
Good kitty. Well, she's got a ribbon, so she's definitely not a stray.
Meow. Meow.
Aww. Does that feel good? You got really pretty fur. Such a pretty girl, cat. Actually, are you male or female? I just have been assuming female, but... Ow! I don't think she liked that, Rean. Oof. I guess I pushed my luck. I don't think she scraped me too deep, but I should still apply some ointment when I get back to the dorm, just in case. Wonder what her name is. Now then, what's Sara doing inside the pawn shop? You have any idea how much of a nightmare it was to get my hands on these bullets of yours? I lost today's race to get these things for you, you know.
Don't worry, I'm sure your horse would have lost just as badly if you were on the track cheering it on. Oh yeah, have you heard anything about how things in Crossbell ended up?
Yep, sounds like it was taken care of by the police division I told you about. But the instructor uses this shop too. Wonder what they're talking about.
Oh, Rean. Ha, good evening.
Evening. Did you just get back too?
Yeah, I was busy with club-related work until just now. I'm glad I ran into you, though. I heard from Elisa that you went into the old schoolhouse again?
Yeah, and we made some pretty crazy discoveries while we were at it. We're going to need to keep investigating that place on a regular basis, I'd say.
Well, I'd be more than happy to accompany you next time. The request was made to the whole of Class 7 after all, and I'd like to do everything I can to help.
Really? That's very kind. Thank you. Maybe I should ask Fee next time too. And Eustace and Machias while I'm at it.
Huh, Fee would be a good choice at the very least. I'm sure she'd be more than happy to accompany us, or more than willing anyway. As for Eustace and Machias, I'm sure a chance will present itself for them to make friends eventually. Maybe then?
One can only hope. We really have to do something about those two already.
Oh my! Rean! What happened happened to your right hand?
Oh, this? A beautiful lady I ran into in town did it. Or at least I think she was a lady.
Nice. Nice.
Come again?
A black cat with really glossy fur. I've never seen it around before. I assume it belongs to someone in town since it was wearing a blue ribbon and a bell. I must have done something to offend it though, because it got all grumpy out of nowhere and scratched me up pretty good.
I'm so sorry.
What?
Please, sit down on the sofa. I'll bring a first aid kit and dress that wound right away.
Thanks. Do you know it or something?
No, not at all. I've just seen it around town a few times. Anyway, I'll go get the first aid kit. Don't go anywhere.
Suspicious.
It's just a little scratch. I don't know why she's making such a big deal out of it. I've never seen Emma get so flustered before.
It was kind of cute, wasn't it? Oh man, this is going to be a long video.
There we go. That should do it. This textbook Emma lent me is really helpful. I might actually be able to get decent grades on next month's midterms thanks to her. Doubt I'll be able to even come close to matching her own grades though, or Machias's for that matter.
I wasn't trying to help you. But I did cause you some trouble during last month's field study, so...
Whether you're a noble or not is beside the point. The bottom line is you lied to me, and I simply cannot trust those who lie.
There's a lot about both Machias and Eustace that we don't know. Maybe in time we can discover something about them that'll help us mend their relationship a little. This seems like a good place to stop for a quick breather. Abend time is about to start anyway.
The day is done and it's time to cast off your cares right here. It's the Misty you know and love coming to you live from Radio Trista.
Oh, actually, I guess it's already started. Misty's voice is always so soothing.
We're now in the second half of May, and the greenery all over Erebonia is beginning to reach its peak. It's the perfect time of year to enjoy nature, and the weather is absolutely perfect for a great hike. Listeners in Heimdall have Modder Park to enjoy with its spectacular glass garden. Though, for those willing to hop on a train, I heartily recommend a trip to Lunaria Nature Park. Administrative issues kept it closed for a while, but it finally reopened this month and it's worth making the trip. You can relax and take in the scenery of this vast, almost mystical forest, and then grab a cold beer on the way back. I can't think of a better way to spend the weekend, can you? Whoops, with all you students tuning in, maybe I shouldn't recommend boozing it up, should I? You might not be able to grab a cold one just yet, but fresh milk or fruit juice are pretty refreshing in their own way.
Yeah, nice save there, Misty.
Anyway, let's see who sent us some mail today, shall we? This first one's from future 3-star chef from Bereahard.
All right, so I'm going to wrap things up right here, and the next episode is going to pick up exactly where I'm at right now. So thank you for tuning in. This was Archive 12, and I shall see you in the next episode.